Hi, it's Jenny from Makeup Cleaning and Cats. So I'm feeling pretty embarrassed because my husband is in the room and I am embarrassed talking about makeup and stuff. So much that I gripped this and I kind of erased the earlier markings. But anyway, so for long-term project pan, this foundation barely moved because I stopped wearing it for a little bit when I was at home. I'm breaking out a lot. So I was trying to let my skin breathe. Even my mark is all crooked because yeah, there's barely any difference. A major win though is with this lip balm. It originally wasn't here and I actually got all the way to here and had to scoop it out. There was still a lot remaining. So yeah, I still have this much to go. Because I was focusing on that lip balm, I barely touched this. I used this maybe 3 times today included. So I was using from the top as well, so probably not much of a difference like with the edges. I used this one pretty regularly, but I don't think there's much of a significant difference, to be honest. This one slowed down quite a lot the first 2 weeks, and then I started using it again. Still no pan though. Deck of panning, I drew the prompt matte and I picked this blush. I used this side quite a lot, this one just once right now. I'm using both right now too. I also got Out of Your Hands prompt and I asked Siri. She picked green. I picked this eyeshadow. I wore it once with gray eyeshadow. And then for the last prompt, it was fragrance and I pulled all 3 of my fragrances. So this technically isn't a fragrance, but it's supposed to smell nice and like de-stress you. It's mostly peppermint, to be honest, even though the main ingredient is the flower. But anyway, yeah, I was using these more frequently. I have this vanilla one from Philosophy and I decanted strawberry pound cake into here, so it's just like a little tiny travel thing. So yeah, so I used all of them. Good job me. And then for the BYOP palette, I used all the shades at least once. I was trying to dupe the Salem Witch palette from Nomad. I never swatched it, so I guess I should try to do that. So one corner had, that's rolling away. So one corner had oranges, so I picked these 2 oranges. One corner had grays, so I picked this. This is mostly like more brown, to be honest. There was a couple of wine reds. I picked the darkest red that I own. There was a light pink towards like the middle bottomish part. And then I think they had dark green, so I just picked this brown. And they also had like 2 purples or 3 purples. Okay, that mixed with something else, but anyway, more or less the palette. So for the oranges, I wore these 2 together. I wore the orange and the purple ones. I did this one and the grays. I think I didn't take a picture of that one. I did do the red underneath a couple times. And then I did the pink and gray a couple times. And then today I did pink, grays, and then this is kind of more copperish brown. Anyway, point is I used everything. I took pictures and or videos. The videos are probably blurry, my bad. So these are the empties. Okay, so for shower items I have 3. We finished this Pantene conditioner. I stopped using conditioner because breakouts, I don't think it has helped that much. But anyway, so we have one other one and no backups at the moment. Also, my husband cut his hair, so it will probably take a while to get through the other one. I finished these bath bombs. There were 6 of them and it came in a box of 36. I've used these as presents too. I don't think I'm gonna buy bath bombs because I feel like usually when I take a bath, it's because I'm shaving. Also, some of the colors aren't very pleasant to use, like the yellow and the green and the red don't look that pretty compared to like the pink and the blues, you know? The last shower item was this shampoo. So in here I had Head and Shoulders and my scalp was feeling kind of off, so I ended up using this instead of saving it for travel. And then for skincare, I finished this Bioderma face wash. I had saved some for travel, but had to use it because everything was breaking me out, so I went back to this. I was still breaking out even with using this, so didn't solve my issue. And then the next skincare product I finished was this Clean and Clear benzoyl peroxide leave-in treatment. I was trying to switch to sulfur because I thought that would be better, but this actually is pretty effective, so I ended up buying another one. I feel like it's what's helped me the most so far, but again, still struggling. I finished this Centella toner. This is my second repurchase. The reason why I bought a second bottle of this is because I was breaking out a lot at that point, and so I repurchased this thinking that this was what my face was missing. I don't know how that got resolved, but anyway, so that's why I bought this one. I would consider repurchasing it. I think it just adds another layer of hydration, but right now I'm using a different one, a little tiny travel thing. If I end up missing it, I'll end up repurchasing it. For now, no. And then the last skincare product is this, but I cheated with this. So this is the Paula's Choice Exfoliating Salicylic Acid. Salicylic acid always breaks me out, so I was always super cautious to use this. This is like 5+ years old. I bought it because of the hype. I bought it because of sebaceous filament, and I think it ended up just like drying out my skin and not doing anything for that. And again, because it tends to break me out, I didn't want to use this. So it lasted me 5+ years. So I told myself to use this on my body. I was using it on my body sometimes, and then one day it stung me, and even my hands got super dry. I mean, it is winter, so, or I guess fall. But anyway, would not repurchase. I honestly should have just tossed this if it didn't work out for me from the beginning, but because it was expensive, I kept it. Like the last bit, maybe like right here, I use it in my bathroom too, to like clean the sink. So for the random category, I finished this Ordinary Lash Serum. Again, I cheated with this because it stung my lids when I used it, and so I stopped using it, and so then I ended up just using it on my hair, just to use it up. Again, could have just tossed it. I finished all of these contacts, maybe like 4 to 5 uses. Yeah, I'm trying to wear them a little bit more just because they're gonna expire in a couple years. For purchases, I got 3 items. So I got this Tree Hut shave oil. I'm running low on my current one. I have maybe like 1 or 2 more shaves. And I ended up repurchasing the Clean and Clear treatment. I've been using this a lot. And I got this Glow Recipe Cleanser because I thought this would be the solution to my issue, because my skin was looking good when I was using this sample version. It was $30 though, so it's pretty expensive. It still hasn't cleared stuff out. Anyway, it's nice, but I don't recommend it per se, just because, I mean, it didn't completely solve my issue. I probably will buy the Panoxyl cleanser in the 10% instead of the 4. Like sometimes I feel like I'm doing better, but then sometimes now it's coming out on this side too. Okay, so I need to pick out some new cards and also talk about nail polish stuff. Okay, forgot to mention that I finished this pen, and I'm doing a no nail polish Left Behind. So this month I used Simple Colors Endless Blue and Simple Colors Let's Talk. I didn't show the Nivea lip balm paper. Another thing that I forgot. This, I just wanted to say that I also did not like the texture of it. It was just oily. I couldn't really use it that much in a row to see a difference, just because it would dry out my skin. And you know, that's pretty much all it did. It dried out my skin instead of the sebaceous filament situation getting under control. Haven't found anything to help with that. Remember, that's not the Joker, and that's the check. Okay, so this one's Pan. I'm gonna choose this one again. This one is oldest. I have some eyeshadows in mind. That's probably my oldest product. Okay, for Indie, I'm gonna pick the other Besame Cosmetics blush. Oh, this one's hard to open anyway. Anyway, it has a pan, so I stopped using it. I need to use it. Okay, so I forgot which one's which. One of them's color. I picked blue, or Google picked blue. I'm gonna give myself a freebie and use this since I already use it. I don't have anything else that's blue anyway. And for focus, I'm having a hard time picking something. But I guess my main focus was to deal with blushes. So yeah, I'm gonna choose this one again. I guess almost everything has pan. Okay. Okay. So this is Indie, Pan, and Focus. This one, been wearing on my eyebrows, and I was liking it, but editing the video, I feel like my eyebrows are kind of bad. So anyway, I want to test it out some more. And then these these are the shades that I picked this time around. So these two are my oldest makeup products, probably like 10 years. And I just wanted to try gray more and some twinkly stuff. Okay, so these were my empties. These are my purchases, and this is what I'm decluttering. This is brand new. I'm still using the other berry one, but it's like barely working with my body chemistry. So yeah, I'm just gonna give this away since it's brand new to my sister. And I guess I wanted to talk about these purchases a little bit more. I did already rant about it in like the vlog version of the first 2 weeks of October, but anyway, it did kind of disappoint me to buy skincare this month, just because I feel like I have a big stash now because I can't use everything regularly because I'm like trying to figure out what the heck's going on with my face. I think I might just resort to using stuff on my body just because, I don't know, at least it makes me feel a little bit better that I'm not just tossing it. But yeah, I'm very proud that I haven't bought any makeup though. I want to hold off on buying foundation until I finish the foundation that I currently have, but I would be open to buying the Glossier one if it's on sale on Black Friday. But other than that, oh, also eyeshadow has been tempting me a little bit, but with the BYOPs, it kind of still feels like I have a new palette or whatever, so there's that. But anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Bye.